people whose parents sort of like resemble celebrities or anything, did y'all ever think your parent was someone who was like famous? I just saw Kid Laroi brought out like the Wiggles as like a surprise guest at his concert, and I had a phase in my childhood where I was genuinely convinced that my dad was the Purple Wiggles. For context, this is my dad, that's me, and this is the Purple Wiggles. Like, you know, looking at it now, they don't really look that much alike. They were literally just two like Asian men with like similar facial structures, but my dad's hair was thinning and, you know, vibe to a 3 or 4-year-old who's seeing it on a screen that was like literally this big. That's my dad. I was like, that's what my dad does. And like when he leaves for work, he's wiggling for me. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy, all that. I was the biggest Wiggle stan because I was like, that's my lineage. That's my dad. Why wasn't anyone gonna tell me how uncomfortable it is introducing your situationship to people when you're not dating? I took my situationship at the time to something, and I knew a bunch of people, and I'd keep being like, oh, hi, like, blah, blah, blah. And then they would be like, oh, is this your boyfriend? I'm like, it's my something. That's all I can keep saying. What the fuck can I say? And he's right there, right in front of him. I keep being like, it's my something. This is his name. No one was gonna tell me how awkward that is. There's nothing more satisfying than when you have a bad feeling about someone and you know that someone's like no good, but then nobody believes you because like this person's really good at putting on like a fake image or whatever. And then when the armor starts to crack and then you finally see people starting to notice the things that you've been noticing from the beginning, and they come to you and they're like, can I ask you about something? And you're like, yep. Ask me, ask away. And it's exactly what you think it is. And then they're like, yeah, they are acting kind of weird. You were right the entire time. I don't think anything will ever compare to that feeling. I'd be lying if I said spite isn't my biggest motivation to work out all the time. And yes, obviously like health and la da 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 da, but like I'd be lying if I said that was my biggest factor, because let's be so for real, nothing lights a flame under my ass quite like knowing the people who have hurt me and done me dirty will have to sit around and watch me be hot with the biggest dump truck ever and the tiniest, most fit waist they've ever seen. And obviously like, you know, fuels the soul and that stuff too. These are things kids said to me growing up that I'll never forget, as evidence that we never forget the mean shit that kids say to us. This one girl, every day, every single day, never missed a single fucking beat, would come up to me and be like, you look tired. Every day for like 3 years. This one kid, he was definitely a smidge racist because he was just always talking about how small my eyes were, and I had glasses, and he'd be like, glasses make eyes look bigger, so are your eyes even smaller than that? And then he took my glasses off my face to check how small my eyes were. My favorite princess growing up was Belle. We were playing princesses, me and my friends, and I wanted to be Belle. My brunette friend looks at me and goes, you don't look like Belle. You can't be her. Belle has brown hair. You have black hair. They always forced me to be Pocahontas or Jasmine, and I like them, but I just wanted to be Belle. The internet will really find anything to make you insecure. Okay, tell me why I posted a video and my belly button was out, and somebody was like, you have a really deep belly button. Okay, what does that even mean? Okay, like I know I don't have a skinny belly button, but like to point out it's a deep belly, okay? I have a little bit of tummy fat. Leave me alone. What do you want me to do? My confidence to insecure ratio is so violent that 1 minute I could literally go from pissing, throwing up, crying in a ball, thinking I'm not worth shit, nobody will ever love me, and that I'm the ugliest human alive, to the next minute thinking I'm better than everyone, the hottest person on earth, everybody's in love with me, and anybody is lucky to have me in their presence. Just depends on the minute. Guys, listen, so the other day I was at a wedding and I witnessed probably the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. There's these two girls in the washroom. I want to say they're like 8 years old, okay? And I was just like using it, whatever, and then I was just kind of eavesdropping on their little conversation because I like listening to little kids talk sometimes because I just think it's so cute. And I think this was their first time meeting. Like, I don't think they were friends from before. Like, they just met at this wedding. And one of them goes like, how about we say all of our favorite things? They kept doing this. They'd be like, favorite food. 1, 2, 3, and then they'd say their favorite food, and if they got the same thing, they'd start screaming and like freaking out. There's like a couple times where they do it and then they'd be like, wait, no, I want to change mine, and then they do it again, and then one of the girls would change the answer so that they would have the same answer. It was just giving peak girlhood core, like core memory, best friends for life. I literally hope that they become best friends forever and ever. It was just so cute, and I miss being like that, and ugh, I love them. When you find the lighting, like the lighting that takes away all your flaws and makes you look like a filtered glowing goddess, that's this. Like, look at this. Who the frick is that? So crazy when people will say things like, you're actually really pretty, you're actually funny, wow, you actually have a good personality. What do you mean actually? What do you mean actually? Why couldn't you just say it normally? Huh? What was I before? Actually? What did you think? All I'm saying is that only ugly people are mean to me. It's never once been an attractive person. So if you're gonna be mean to me, look in the mirror. If a man calls you clingy, that means he doesn't like you, okay? I've always said this. If a guy likes you enough, I don't think he would mind that you're clingy. I feel like they like that you're clingy if they like you, because they like you. Wouldn't they want you to be kind of clingy? And I remember when I was in high school, there was this couple that I was dating, and girl, like, low-key didn't like the guy. I remember. I even witnessed it. I was like, she does not like him that much. I remember they got in, like, a fight once because he felt like, you don't even care about me at all. Like, you don't get jealous. You don't blah, blah, blah. She's like, you want me to be jealous of every time you, whatever the fuck. But he wanted her to be clingy. He wanted her to be clingy because he liked her. Anytime I was, like, ghosted and a guy called me clingy, it was because they, like, hated me. Looking back on it, yeah, they did not like me at all. But the guy I'm seeing now, I literally asked him, I was like, do you get annoyed that I'm so clingy? And he's like, no, I like it. I think it's so cute. Proof right there. Nothing more humbling than seeing old pictures of yourself, because why is it that every time I see a picture from a year ago, I'm like, wow, that's the ugliest person I've ever seen in my entire life. But back then, I thought I was okay. So am I still hideous now? But I just don't realize it? And then a year from now, I'm gonna look back at me right now and be like, ew? What is happening? If he wanted to, he would. Okay, listen. I refer to Mystery Man and I as Sunshine and Midnight Rain because it's Taylor Swift reference, obviously. I'm like, I'm the sun, you're the moon. I'm very golden retriever, he's very black cat, okay? And then for part of my Christmas gift, look what he gives me. These two rings, and it's a sun and a moon, and they connect because we're Sunshine and Midnight Rain.